Imagine an executive dashboard operating without a single flaw. Every metric, every conversion rate, and supply chain fluctuation snaps into place exactly as it happens. The numbers glow green. The revenue line climbs steadily. You have absolute certainty about exactly what happened in your company yesterday, down to the penny. But ask this software what to do when the market shifts tomorrow morning. It has absolutely nothing to say. Having an airtight record of your past performance is a notable technical achievement, but it does not provide the instructions you need to win the next quarter. That backward-looking certainty is the strict domain of business intelligence. BI is a discipline built entirely on organizing, verifying, and reporting on data that already exists. This text defines the foundational echelon of this process, known as descriptive analytics. Notice the specific phrasing. It uses models to answer the questions, what happened, and why did it happen? If we map this onto a timeline, we can drop a solid wall right down the middle to represent the present moment. Everything business intelligence processes sits permanently on the left side of this wall. Every KPI scorecard, quarterly report, and operational dashboard you build will eventually hit that barrier and stop. They cannot look forward. You take millions of chaotic, raw transaction logs and structure them into a coherent story of what your organization has already done. That is a required first step. But to run a company, you eventually have to push past that line and step into the uncertainty of tomorrow. This open, forward-facing environment is where analytics begins. Analytics takes the organized facts from the past and calculates what should be done next. This three-step ladder diagram maps out these capabilities. Above basic descriptive reporting sits predictive analytics, which uses statistical analysis to identify patterns and forecast customer behavior. At the very top is prescriptive analytics, applying mathematical optimization to output specific decisions, like automatically adjusting airline ticket prices to maximize revenue. A business intelligence system tells you that sales dropped last month. An analytics system calculates exactly which 3 products you should discount today to recover that revenue by Friday. In a clean textbook diagram, the boundary between these two concepts is obvious. Inside a corporate boardroom, the terminology is often confused. This matrix categorizes different types of decision support based on management levels. Notice how tasks ranging from highly structured operational routines to entirely unstructured strategic planning are often grouped together under broad, overlapping umbrellas. Because software vendors blur these lines, companies routinely purchase robust business intelligence tools under the assumption that the software will do their forecasting for them. They install the new system, pull up the fresh dashboards, and find themselves staring at a high-definition view of last week's problems, with no computational guidance on how to fix them. If you buy a mirror to reflect your past performance, it will never function as a compass to navigate your future. However, building advanced prediction models does not mean you can throw out your historical reporting. True forecasting relies entirely on a stable intelligence base. An algorithm designed to project your inventory needs for next year will generate useless recommendations if your record of what you sold last year is missing or corrupt. This architecture diagram illustrates the technical relationship. The pipeline flows from data storage sources on the left directly into advanced data mining and optimization services. These sophisticated engines require clean inputs from the foundational layer. If it fails, every downstream calculation is compromised. This circular diagram of the business performance management cycle visualizes how this loop operates continuously. Your strategic plans dictate execution. Execution generates operational data, and that data is monitored to adjust the next phase of planning. You don't graduate from business intelligence to analytics. BI provides the load-bearing concrete upon which any reliable predictive model has to be built. Which brings us back to that polished, glowing executive dashboard. This dashboard represents a sophisticated achievement of business intelligence, a system that organizes enterprise chaos into a readable summary. Yet it remains distinct from the proactive logic of analytics. Stripping it all down, understanding where you stand right now is just the starting point. In a competitive market, maintaining an accurate historical record is simply the baseline requirement to stay in business. Data reaches its highest utility when it moves beyond being a record of the past to answer the question, then what?